Hello, so I did my lesson with the Squishy Circuits kit. So first in my lesson I asked how can I create a light source that will help brighten a dark room using the Squishy Circuits kit. And for the Imagine part, I thought of two solutions. So one, I was thinking, I could do a stoplight that would have 3 lights on it. Or I could do like a bug figure looking thing with glowing eyes. In my lesson, I posed it as a light source so they could make like a lamp, a flashlight, any type of thing that would create light for a dark room. So the essential parts for it to work would be the Squishy Circuits kit, and in that is the battery holder, LED lights, white insulating dough, colored conducting dough, and batteries, which I figured out halfway into my design. Next is the plan, so I decided to create a bug since it would be a little easier with how the lights needed to be placed in the dough. I would use the red and blue conductive dough and the white insulating dough because I need to put the white insulating dough in between the colored dough. I also needed LED lights and a battery pack. Next was creating and testing. So I used the provided quick start guide in the kit to help me with what I needed to know in order to begin. After I formed the bug body with the colored dough and the white insulating dough in between, I put a wire from the battery pack into one into the body of the bug and one into the head. Then I stuck the LED light with one end into the body and one end of the light into the head, so like the prongs of the light. And this was provided the directions in the quick start guide. When I went to turn on the battery pack, the light wasn't turning on. So I tried a different light. That still didn't work. So I tried a few more lights before I realized I did not put batteries in the battery pack before I started. So then once I added batteries to the battery pack, the light turned on. I then added another light for the second eye, and that light wouldn't turn on. And at this point, I was like, okay, the battery's already in there. So I tried a different light, and that one worked. So the one I tried for the second eye just was a defective one. So I improved it by adding batteries to the battery pack. I had to adjust the lights to sit more on top of the bug's head. The lights were dimmer and kind of flickered when they were too far down into the dough. So when they kind of stuck up a little bit and out, the light was brightest. I added details to my bugs just to make it more detailed and fun. I added some legs and a stripe and spots. And I could even change it, like in kindergarten we talk about insects, so I could even have the students design an insect that glowed or lit up in some way. So the lesson specification checklist, the lesson presented a real problem. They had to provide something that would brighten a dark room. Students would relate to the problem because they might use night lights at home or flashlights when they're in the dark. This lesson could allow for somewhat allows for multiple approaches to solve the problem, but it's limited to what's in the kit. You could use materials outside the kit, but it's up to the teacher. The lesson follows the design process. It's student-centered, it's hands-on, they're working together. They're able to create a model for their design, and the students know what they're doing, they're engaged, they're working together as a team to create this, and they're also testing the results and sharing the results at the end as a class and testing out, talking about how different designs worked better and why they might have worked better. So that is my lesson.